Well, today I'm going to tackle this. It's a woodland scene. It's still in the RSPB Reserve in Sandy. But I thought I'd have a go at this because I've got some lovely tree specimens. This one on the right here, this lovely silver birch. And behind it we've got a darker tree, and to the right here, and we've got the path going through the middle, so that takes our eye through there. But I've got to try and retain these light colours. There's quite a lot of light, you know, it's now the autumn, a lot of leaves have been falling, so I've still got a lot of light, but I've got some lovely lines through here. So I want to see if I can get that without getting it too muddy, and I've got to try and keep it simple. So I've sketched it out already, which you might be able to see there. So I've got to start with a nice wash, a nice sort of palish wash to get some of that background sky there. So let's get various mixtures from my palette here. It's a sort of very, well, the sky is kind of washed out actually. It's not very blue, we can say that. I think I'm just going to put in some light colours here from my palette. You can often do that actually. Some people absolutely religious about washing their palette off to start with. There are others who just go with what they have there. But it's quite warm really. It was a lovely bright autumny day. So I think I'm going to go with that. I think right in the heart of it though, I think I'm going to get a little bit of blue going, a little bit of cerulean. I think I need to get that going. Let's have a look. It's very pale, but of course I've got to remember that it does lighten up a lot, quite a lot, when it dries. So let's go with that. Right, going to leave that. I'll fiddle with it, and then we've got to get some muted earthy colours in this foreground here. This is a bank actually coming along there, so I'm going to use some raw sienna, I think. Get something there. I want to keep it fairly, there's sort of reds in it as well, but they're very muted. But let's just wash it in here. It comes right up this bank here, and in the foreground here. So I think I can put a little bit of burnt umber into the mix. I've got some darker elements about here. Like that. And also we've got, well, it's wet on wet. I can drop in some darker tones in places, but essentially I want to keep it very muted, and a little bit of colour there. few darker elements here. Just squinting my eyes actually, and I can see where there are some darker tones. And down here a lot darker. Let's use a little bit of my darker tone left on my palette here. Some old Payne's Grey, I think. That's my darker one of choice with some raw umber. Right, let's leave that for the moment. And at this middle area, let's get our first wash in there. I think we've got to... no, it's just along here actually. We've got to get some muted, palish green, I think, going. Yes, greens here. I've got some greens here. Let's try and leave some whites in some places. Green there, sort of fairly muted because it's in the middle distance. There, right. But I think I'm going to lift out some of the blue I've got here in the middle. I want to keep this lighter, so I'll get a bit of tissue. So with a damp brush I can just lift out a little bit here and there. I'm going to keep that silver birch clear as well. Yes, I think we get a little bit in that middle area there. Yes, I've got that blue there. That's fairly light, isn't it? With a little bit more there. Just wiping off my damp brush on a bit of tissue there. So I'll lift it out. Right, let's leave that for a moment. And then some little bit of colour, little bit of umber there. This side of this tree. Right, so I think what I'm going to do now is give it a bit of a dry with my hair dryer, so I'll switch off for the moment. Oh, there we are, we're back again. I've dried it, as you see, quite a bit. So I'm going to now get a smaller brush and put in some of these trees, some dark colours. Let's get some umber and a little bit of raw sienna for certain areas. Yes, let's get one of these trees. And I'm using this little 1/2 inch flat here. It's got a nice sharp edge, so I might just see what I can do with this. To put this tree down here I can vary the angle so I get a nice sort of edge to that tree anyway. There's one coming behind it as well. And with this one we've got quite a dark tree trunk there. This one is coming up here. Yes, we've got lots of trees here, some thicker than others, so just kind of suggest them, these out. Actually that one, I've got one here. And I've got some here. I want to leave a little light edge on some of them, so I can put in some lighter tones or even a bit of gouache if necessary. Another one here. Yes, we've got quite a few here. Quite a big one there though. Let's darken that one up a little bit. I'll use a finer brush in a moment, a rigger or something to put in different tones, but this is just a start. In fact, I think I'll go and darken up while I can. Well, I have a mind to. And this one here, yes, I need to have that a lot darker. And up here, got some really dark ones coming off too. Some thinner ones set against the light. They always look a little bit almost silhouetted. Some of them. Alright, let's get that one. And this big tree here, silver birch, is quite dark, but we've got to keep the light bits though, so I'm just going to see if I can make some marks to suggest. Just leave the white of the paper to give us the white of this birch tree. And behind it, there's quite a dark tree. So I'm going to use that to scribe out for us something of this birch here. Leave a little edge there. Let's get a bit of a smaller brush as well. got a little, what is this one? Gosh, number, can't see that, little flat one anyway, tiny little flat. But let's get some different colours going. A lot of greens in here, and down in here in the distance, but we've got greens up here and quite a lot of foliage here. So again, I've got to try and keep it light. So I'm going to dab in some of these leaves. Got leaves over here. This is just a mixture of sap green, bit of viridian, a bit of umber with it. Here I've got quite a few, quite a mass of green actually. So let's right up against this birch as well. And out here, again, try to keeping it light. Again here, could probably put in a few more trees. When I've got some background, I would go in with a nice rigger. So using this little brush here, I think I'll put a bit more water in some of the area there. So sweep in a bit. This little bit of water will just give me a bit of a wash as well, just to lay out a little in the background. So now let me just have a little bit more in the bank of this. Try to get some directional marks because it's a bit of a gully here. And we've got some green at the base here, right in our foreground there. And we could get some more reddish colours, I think. Let's get some crimson alizarin, a little bit of brown. Let's see if we can sweep in some colour here. Yes, definitely a lot dark there. Keep some light in there coming in. So just tickle it in, a little bit of dry brush work. And then right, kill out a little bit of that white coming through there, and let's put a bit of green there. more trees there. Coming behind there. Now let me see, I think I need to darken up this one just to my right of the silver birch. I think we could step up the dark there, so we'll emphasize our birch to the left of it. Yes, I'll do that. And then we've got a limb coming off out of the picture there. We'll put some greens over there in a minute. Actually, we could do that now. A little darks in here. More dark. A few more marks on our birch tree here. Get mosses and things growing on it. Right. Right, just a little bit there. Now, should I get, yeah, we need to put something in this, put a bit of dry mark to show this track. Yes, I think I'm going to get a little tinier brush and see if I can put some really fine branches in. So let's get up here. Right, let's put some more little leaves in. Quite a little brush, this one. Quite tiny, no number on it, I'm afraid. Got a few things here. Try to vary the angle which I use my brush at. We've got some trees coming down here. More into the distance there. Now I think I'll still go to step up some of the darks in this there. grounded a little bit better there. Silver birch there, we need to make sure it reads better. And this one, by the side of it, just behind it, if I darken that, you see the birch to the right is just emerging really, but it's all because of contrast, because I put this darker tree here, and also there was a little bit of a rail there coming through there. Here, a sort of walkway. I'll put that in, a little bit of a rail there coming behind in there between those, we can see it. Now we need to put in some brighter green, I think. So let's get something a little bit brighter here. Let's put a bit of yellow with it. So clean my brush off. Few brighter greens in here, and out there as well. Right, now the thing is, do I need to get some texture in here? I think I do, and some greens. Ground this properly. So I think I'm going to get a bigger brush and put some umber, a little bit of light red perhaps. Going down there to this walkway, and we've got the odd stick. Hold on, get something here. Right. Now I got a feeling that if I do much more I will overcook it. So I've got to be on my guard. It was dark here, I must admit, in this foreground. We need to do that. But I got a feeling I should leave it now. Oh, got a little green there. Right. I kept it bright on that green, I think. It's enough to take our eye in, I think. But anyway, there it is. I think I'm going to leave that. That's another sort of woodland scene from the Royal Society of Protection of Birds, RSPB, in Bedfordshire in the UK. Well worth a visit. There are so many painting opportunities there. When I visited the other day, I was spoilt for choice, so I think I'll probably be doing more, but I've trying to be a bit economical with the with the painting, not over painting. There's just so much. And with watercolour, it's easy, very easy to overdo it. Overdo your painting. So there it is. I've taken off the strip. Let me zoom in a little bit. Can you see there some of the colours? They really are very rich colours, beautiful shapes as well. Anyway, if you like this, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.